Okay, good morning students. Today we are going to start the topic Porter's 5-force model, which is from the module 3. Basically this model is used to analyze the industry, means for the industry analysis. Earlier we have studied the environmental scanning that is doing with the use of at the level of micro, macro, or by using the technique SWOT and pestle analysis. So this is again a model which is used to analyze the industry. Again the purpose is to take the competitive advantage or to sustain the growth level. Okay, in the last lecture, the value chain analysis model we have discussed. Again, this is the second model. In this way, we are going to discuss 3 or 4 model. Basically, these all models was designed to analyze the industry externally or internally, and the purpose behind this is to take the competitive advantage. So all these models describe the various perspective, because if you use any defined model, formula, rule, they all based on some perspective, some factors, or some forces. On this basis, on the basis of this perspective, issues, forces, we can analyze the different aspect of the organization. है ना? जैसे we have seen in the value chain analysis, the activity is divided into 2 parts, that is the primary activity or the secondary activity. Similarly, with the use of Porter's 5-force model, this model defines the 5 forces. On the basis of these 5 forces, we can, or organization can, analyze themselves, and the purpose why they want to analyze themselves, to take the competitive advantage or to sustain the growth level. Okay. So again, as the name suggested, this model was created by the Michael Porter, well-known strategist, in the 1979. The 5 forces he was defined, and so in this way it can be used as a tool to determine the intensity of competition in an industry and the profitable level to maintain the growth in the market. So in this way we can define these forces, whatever 5 forces defined by the Michael Porter in the form of Porter's 5-force model. These forces determine an industry structure and the level of competition in the industry. As the level of all forces are high, it means when the level of all forces are high, the stronger the competition. Okay, the stronger competitive force in the industry are the less profitable it is. Industry with low barriers to enter. In the next slide we see what are the different forces. मतलब ये है कि different 5 forces के फॉर्म में माइकल पॉटर ने अपना एक मॉडल दिया that can be used by the organization. उन 5 forces के बेस पर organization can do the industry analysis one by one. ठीक है, और वो 5 forces क्या हैं? This is the Porter's 5-force model. These are the 5 forces. 1, new entrant, supplier, the customer, substitute, and industry competition. These are the 5 forces. If you see this model or the diagram, you can analyze how the organization can do the detailed analysis on the basis of these 5 forces. Okay, समझ में आ गया? मीन्स ये 5 फोर्सेज हैं, इनको 1 बाय 1 एक ऑर्गेनाइजेशन डिटेल एनालिसिस कर सकती है एक एक फोर्स को लेकर, और अपना इंडस्ट्री का उसमें डिफरेंट पर्सपेक्टिव पे आगे एवरी फोर्स हैव their different perspective, basis पर analysis करके then find out the position in the market. Okay, so we can take, अच्छा मैं एक इधर overview दे देती हूँ. For one is the new entrant, means अब जैसे existing organization है, naturally when the new entrant become a threat for the existing organization, or when the existing organization suffer the high force from the new entrant, कुछ कंडीशन होती है, यानी जो आने वाला नई एंट्री हो रही है, अगर वो ऐसा प्रोडक्ट है जो एक हाई कंपटीशन एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट को दे सकता है, तो वो डिफरेंट मेजर्स पे हम उसको मेजर कर लेंगे, देन उसके बाद फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. इसी तरह सप्लायर, यानी हमने ये उसमें भी पढ़ा था वैल्यू चेन एनालिसिस में, वन ऑफ द वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल प्ले द सप्लायर. रॉ मटेरियल जहां से हमारे पास आता है, तो सप्लायर, इफ द पोजीशन ऑफ द सप्लायर इज डोमिनेटिंग इन द मार्केट, there is no substitute or the alternate exist in the market, naturally at this time supplier can play a very important role. Customer, the bargaining power of the customer again play a very important role. Substitute, अगर हमारे पास जो प्रोडक्ट है और meanwhile कहीं जो है वो प्रोडक्ट अवेलेबल नहीं है, तो the customer can switch it to the substitute product, तो उस समय जो है वो थ्रेड बन जाता है for the existing, और ओवरऑल कंपटीशन, competitors जो rivalry है for the particular product, वो itself create a competition for the organization. So ये overall ये 5 forces हैं. Organization, what can organization can do? Organization should analyze individual force on the different measures, then find out position in the market, और उसके accordingly then they can decide or go to choose the best alternative. ऐसा हम इसलिए क्यों कर रहे हैं कि हमारे पास, जैसे मैंने आपको स्टार्टिंग में बताया था, at the time of meeting what happens when after the environmental scanning they invite the different strategy. अब बेस्ट स्ट्रेटेजी हमें चूज करनी है. नेचुरल है, वो हम कैसे करेंगे? जब हमारा ये एनालिसिस हो जाएगा, तो हम इसके बेस पर, इफ यू हैव अ डिफरेंट ऑल्टरनेटिव्स, देन ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कैन चूज द बेस्ट स्ट्रेटेजी, और वो बेस्ट स्ट्रेटेजी नेचुरली है, होपफुली फॉर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के फेवर में होगी, और ये हम डिसीजन ले सकते हैं. ठीक है, अब वन बाय हम ले लेते हैं 5 फोर्सेस को. दिस इज द फर्स्ट फोर्स विच इज द थ्रेट ऑफ न्यू एंट्रेंट. तो दिस फोर्स डिटरमाइन हाउ इजी इट इज it is to enter a particular industry. If an industry is profitable and there are few barriers to enter, rivalry soon intensifies. What happens in the market? क्या होता है कि जैसे मान लीजिए कोई प्रोडक्ट है, if the existing product has the dominant position in the market, naturally for the new entrant it become a tough competition. और अगर है ना, naturally it become a tough competition. So what are the different measures, or on which measures new entrant can take a advantage? So or how the new entrant become a threat to the existing organization? These are the conditions, है ना. क्या होगा? When no amount of capital is required, तो उसका इन्वेस्टमेंट कोई ज्यादा हो नहीं रहा है. ये हम बात कर रहे हैं, एक्चुअली हम यहाँ ये ट्राई कर रहे हैं बताने के लिए कि एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट के लिए न्यू एंट्रेंट थ्रेट कब हो जाता है? व्हेन द न्यू एंट्रेंट बिकम अ थ्रेट टू द एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट. तो फॉर द न्यू एंट्रेंट, है ना, फॉर द न्यू एंट्रेंट इज इफ द लो अमाउंट ऑफ कैपिटल इज रिक्वायर्ड, देन it become a threat to the existing product because they have no requirement of high investment. Okay, then if existing companies can do little to retaliate, okay, then existing firm do not possess patent, trademark, or do not have any established brand reputation. When existing product have no any brand image or any trademark or copyright for the particular product in the market, then it become an advantage to the new entrant. If there is no government regulation, then it minimizes the barrier to the new entrant. When the customer switching costs are low, means क्या हुआ? इट मीन्स ये हुआ कि कस्टमर जो है वो इजीली मीन्स दोनों की कॉस्ट में कोई डिफरेंस नहीं है, और जो कस्टमर है फॉर द ऑफ द एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट दे कैन इजीली मूव टू द न्यू प्रोडक्ट और द न्यू एंट्रेंट, तो वो भी एक थ्रेड बन जाता है ना। और इफ और वी कैन से दीज टू आर इंटर रिलेटेड, मीन्स इफ द फॉर द एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट customer has low loyalty then they can easily move toward the new entrant, है ना। और उनकी कॉस्ट में भी अगर if the difference is minimized then it means the switching cost is low, then the customer move toward the new entrant, ठीक है। प्रोडक्ट ऑलमोस्ट सिमिलर है तो कस्टमर को ज्यादा सोचना नहीं पड़ता, मीन्स उसको ये लग रहा है कि फीचर्स हैं, बल्कि सम इफ वन और टू फीचर्स give value added to the new entrant or almost same cost per, so then it become a profitable for the new entrant. Then economies of scale can be easily achieved, means कि अगर ऐसा होता है कि production is high then the cost is low, तो वो जो cost low होती है तो वो naturally for the new entrant के लिए जो है beneficial हो जाती है। Overall, it means say if the new entrant become a threat for the existing organization when the customer loyalty toward the existing product is low, they have no copyright, trademark or any brand reputation in the market, switching cost is low for the customer, product are almost similar, there is no government regulation, for the investment point of view low capital required because they produce the product in a large number, which also minimize the product of manufacturing। तो इन सभी conditions में new entrant become the threat for the existing product। Okay, now the second issue, the force defined by the Michael Porter in the form of Porter's 5 force model, that is the bargaining power of supplier। Okay, here the role of supplier is very important, where the organization purchase a raw material or the supplier sell a raw material to the buyers, which are the organization. So strong bargaining power allows supplier to sell higher price or low quality raw material to the buyers. What happens in the market, sometimes supplier dominate the market, there are few suppliers for the particular product, so what happens, they can sell the raw material at higher prices, or sometimes they compromise with the quality of the raw material also. It directly affect the profit of the organization। Okay, so now supplier have strong bargaining power. When the supplier have strong bargaining power, these are the forces which affect the industry analysis. One of the new entrant, when the new entrant become a threat, that we have studied in the earlier slide. Again, how the supplier have a strong, how the supplier become also a threat to the organization, when there are few suppliers in the market, few substitute raw material exist, okay, there are few suppliers but many buyers, then it become a threat to the organization. Suppliers are large in numbers, also become a threat, because it differentiate or वो differ कर सकता है quality में. Then few substitute raw materials exist. Again the same thing, means for the raw material there are few suppliers. Suppliers hold scarce resources. Cost of switching raw material is especially high. Means ये किसके लिए है? For the existing organization. If they switch toward to the other organization to buy the raw material. If it becomes high, तो natural है it become a threat to the existing organization. यानी कहने का मीन्स ये हुआ कि ओवरऑल कहने का कि somehow or when the supplier become a threat to the organization, कब ऐसा होता है when there are few supplier in the market, और कई बार ऐसा होता है क्वालिटी में अगर जो है लो क्वालिटी द सप्लायर प्रोवाइडिंग, देन ये भी होता है कि जो हमारे पास सब्स्टिट्यूट हैं वो रॉ मटेरियल के, इफ देयर आर सब्स्टिट्यूट वेरी फ्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट एग्जिस्ट इन द मार्केट, ठीक है, और स्विचिंग कॉस्ट जो है वो एग्जिस्टिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए नए सप्लायर पे जाने के लिए अगर वो बहुत हाई हो रही है, देन जैसे कई बार क्या होता है व्हाट हैपन इन दी ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, कई बार ये है कि ऑर्गेनाइजेशन जिससे रॉ मटेरियल ले रहा है, द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन बाइंग रॉ मटेरियल फ्रॉम द एक्स ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, ठीक है, अब वहां कहीं ना कहीं इसको क्वालिटी और प्राइस दोनों में ही वो बार्गेन नहीं कर पा रहा है, देन दे वांट टू मूव टू दी अदर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, पर जो उनका स्विचिंग कॉस्ट हो रही है बिकम हाई, क्योंकि क्या होता है हमारा पहले से ही नेगोशिएशन है किसी के साथ, तो वो हम जब नए पे जाते हैं तो नेचुरली है दे सेल द प्रोडक्ट एट द हायर लेवल, तो वो कॉस्ट कई बार हमारे लिए हाई हो जाती है, ठीक है, ओके, आई थिंक क्लियर, मीन्स देयर आर फ्यू बट बायर्स आर मैनी, तो उनका डोमिनेटिंग रोल लगता है, सब्स्टिट्यूट भी बहुत ज्यादा हो, सप्लायर्स भी बहुत ज्यादा होते हैं, देयर आर सो मैनी सप्लायर्स, देन तो उनकी मोनोपॉली हो जाती है, समटाइम दे प्रोवाइड द प्रोडक्ट ऑन और द रॉ मटेरियल एट द सेम प्राइस, तो वो हमारे लिए कई बार यूजलेस हो जाता, और समटाइम्स इट अफेक्ट्स द क्वालिटी आल्सो, है ना, फ्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट ही हम सोच रहे थे कि अब इस रॉ मटेरियल की जगह ये मशीन पार्ट यूज ले लेते हैं, दैट इज नॉट अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट, होल्ड स्केर्स रिसोर्सेज, कई बार ऐसा भी होता है बहुत ऐसे रिसोर्सेज जो अवेलेबल नहीं है, देन कॉस्ट ऑफ स्विचिंग कॉस्ट, then next one is the bargaining power of buyers. हम यहाँ पे जैसे हमने लिया था बार्गेनिंग पावर ऑफ सप्लायर ना, फोर्स एज अ फोर्स बताया, मतलब सप्लायर बिकम अ स्ट्रॉन्ग फोर्स व्हेन दे हैव देयर स्ट्रॉन्ग बार्गेनिंग पावर, और वो स्ट्रॉन्ग बार्गेनिंग पावर कब हो सकती है व्हेन दे हैव देयर यूनिक पोजीशन or the dominating position in the market, there are no substitute available, so many buyers are there, तो उस समय और switching cost is high, then it become a threat to the organization. Again, when buyers become a threat to the organization, buyers means buyers have the power to demand lower price or higher product quality. Always the customers. Here we are talking about the customer. Customer, what the customer want? The customer may be the last part of the value chain analysis or the mid part. Mid part when mid part like the organization when they buy raw material from the supplier. Customer buy raw material from the retail outlet or anything. Huh? So what happens? Always customer demand high quality product with low price. Okay. So buyers exert strong bargaining power when they demand in the market, when buying in large quantities or control many access point to the final customer. Okay. Only few buyers exist, the same thing. Switching costs to the other suppliers are low. Okay. They threaten to backward integration. There are many substitute buyers are price sensitive. Okay. तो buyers exert a strong bargaining power. कब buyer की strong bargaining power होती है? When they have so many For example, for a single product, if they find many shops nearby or retail outlet, the first thing that tells means क्या हुआ, जैसे हम कुछ लेने जाते हैं, अगर हम कोई फास्ट फूड लेने जा रहे हैं, एक शॉप है वहाँ पे, वहाँ हम जो है उससे बार्गेनिंग कर रहे हैं फॉर द प्राइस एंड द क्वालिटी ऑल्सो, देन वो अगर हम वी आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड फ्रॉम द देन अगर वहाँ पे नियर बाय बहुत सारी शॉप्स हैं, देन इट create a threat. Okay, then only few buyers exist, then again it become a threat to the existing organization. बहुत सारे ऐसे प्रोडक्ट हैं जिसके लिमिटेड बायर्स ही होते हैं, वो थ्रेट हो जाता है ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए. स्विचिंग कॉस्ट टू अदर सप्लायर आर लो. समझ में आ रही है बात? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, जैसे मैंने आपको कहा एक शॉप पे गए, वहां पे यू बाय समथिंग, है ना, उसमें द शॉपकीपर टेल्स द प्राइस ऑफ द प्रोडक्ट लाइक शू, देन यू आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड विद द प्राइस, द प्राइस इज नॉट कमिंग अंडर योर बजट, देन क्या होगा, यू रिटर्न फ्रॉम द शॉप एंड सर्च सम अदर एक्सेस पॉइंट विच आर इजीली अवेलेबल इन द लोकल मार्केट. ठीक है, आप दूसरी शॉप पे चले जाएंगे, दूसरी शॉप पे इफ यू फाइंड द सेम प्रोडक्ट इन द लो प्राइस, then you switch toward this thing. Okay, तो ये एक थ्रेड बन जाता है. They threaten to backward integration, that we'll discuss later on in the form of different type of strategy, integration, diversification and all. तो what happen in the organization, क्या होता है कि कई बार जैसे हमने एक सिंगल प्रोडक्ट है ना, you buy a single product from the organization. For example, you are going to buy some shoe from the organization, और अगर वहाँ पे उसके साथ कुछ प्रोडक्ट भी आपको मिल रहा है साथ में, तो और वो कॉम्पिटिटिव प्रोडक्ट के पास अवेलेबल नहीं, देन इट बिकम अ थ्रेट, है ना. और कई बार क्या होता है, हम कुछ प्रोडक्ट लेने गए दैट आर नॉट अवेलेबल इन द मार्केट, तो इफ यू फाइंड सम एनी सब्स्टिट्यूट in the market, then you can easily go with this substitute, so it become a threat to the organization. And again, the buyers are price sensitive. Price is very important for the buyer. If they find the same product at the low price, naturally they are going with this product. Overall, when the bargaining power of buyer become a threat to the organization, ओवरऑल कहने का मीनिंग ये है, मैं आपको एक बार उसको कंपाइल करके बता देती हूँ. व्हाट हैपन, कई बार ऐसा होता है कि हम कुछ प्रोडक्ट लेने गए, इफ यू फाइंड सो मैनी एक्सेस पॉइंट, एक रिटेल आउटलेट या शॉप पे जाते हैं, वहाँ आपको उसकी प्राइस ज्यादा लगती है, यू आर नॉट सेटिस्फाइड विद द प्राइस और द क्वालिटी, बट यू फाइंड सो मैनी एक्सेस पॉइंट नियर बाय. एक नेचुरल हैबिट है, अगर वहाँ पे कोई एक्सेस पॉइंट नहीं है तो और यू वांट टू बाय दिस, दैट इज योर नेसेसिटी, तो हम उसको लेंगे. लेकिन इफ यू फाइंड सो मेनी एक्सेस पॉइंट नियर बाय द लोकेशन, तो क्या होगा, हम किसी दूसरे के पास चल जाएंगे, वहाँ सेम प्रोडक्ट लो प्राइस में मिल जाता है, अवेलेबल नहीं है. इफ यू फाइंड एनी सब्स्टिट्यूट, यू गो विद दिस, है ना. स्विच कॉस्ट भी लो है, प्राइस नो डाउट मैटर्स. इफ यू फाइंड द सेम प्रोडक्ट इन द लो प्राइस विद द गुड क्वालिटी, यू गो विद दिस. ये सारे पॉइंट्स यही सब बता रहे हैं कि कब जो है एग्जिस्टिंग प्रोडक्ट के लिए थ्रेट हो जाता है. Then threat of the substitute, for example, if you search a tea in the market और आपको अवेलेबल नहीं होता है, then you can go easily with the coffee. तो ये बहुत सारे ऐसे प्रोडक्ट्स हैं कि this force is especially threatening when buyers can easily find substitute product with attractive price or better quality, then the buyer can easily switch from one product to other service or product. Last one is the competitors, rivalry among existing competitors. This become a force. This force is the major determinant how competitive and profitable an industry is. So this is one of the important factors. Overall, if you find or we have discussed the other four, that all force existing in the if you discuss the competitors, competitors की बात करते हैं, then all forces are there in the when we discuss the or define the competitors. So rivalry among competitors is intense high when there are many competitors, exit barriers are high, industry of growth is low, products are not differentiated and can be easily substituted, competitors are of equal size, low customer quality. All these we have discussed in earlier 5 courses. That's why I am saying that all, if you have studied all forces, then all are come along with the competitors, है ना? Competitors में भी हम यही बात करते हैं. If there are so many competitors for the particular product exist in the organization, then it become a threat. If the growth level is slow, then it become again a threat. If there is no such differentiation features exist in the existing product, then the customer can search or go for a new product or the substitute. And if the customer loyalty is low, then again it becomes a threat for the existing organization. So all are the 5 force of the Michael Porter's 5 force model. I think सब कुछ clear होगा. New entrant become a threat when there is no such rules regulation imposed by the industry or no such capital required to launch a new product, or the customer find the same quality that or can easily switch cost. The switching cost is low, then the new entrant become a threat to the organization. Okay, then bargaining power, there are so many so few suppliers for so many buyers, or suppliers are large, there is no substitute available in the form of for the raw material or in the form of supplier, then or the cost of switching is high, then it become a threat. Then again buyer, if they find so many access point, the same quality, they find the same quality at the low price, if they find so many substitute, then they easily switch cost to the other product. Then threat, if the customer find the substitute this with high quality and the same price, then it become a threat. Large competitor itself, so many competitors, growth level is low, customer loyalty is low, then it become a threat to the organization. So ये 5 forces हैं जिनके basis पे existing organization अपना analysis कर सकते हैं, अपनी position find out कर सकते हैं industry, और उसके accordingly then they go for the best alternative which will become profitable for the organization. ठीक है, इसलिए हम इस force का analysis करते हैं, so that on the basis of all these forces हम discuss कर सकें अपनी position और advantage उतना ज़्यादा ले सकें. ठीक है, तो when become a profit or profitable or the profitability high for the organization, when suppliers are weak, buyers are weak, high entry barriers, so that they can not easily maintain, so that the new entrant cannot easily maintain the position in the market, few possible substitute, but all these things are low, then except the high entry barrier, then the organization can take the advantage. If strong suppliers exist in the market, strong buyers, low entry barriers, there are so many substitute, or the rivalry intensity is high, then the profitability. Okay, we have discussed the 5 forces defined by the Michael Porter. Here we have an example of fast food industry. Okay, I want to tell you one thing. When you attempt the question, especially in the strategic management, it is necessary to give example along with the model, theory or any concept. It is necessary. So here we take earlier also value chain analysis. We have taken the example of Amul industry. Here we can take the example of fast food industry. How these 5 forces works for the fast food industry. So first is the bargaining power of buyers. कब bargaining power buyer की high हो सकती है? When there are so many access point exist in the particular location, then the buyers have high bargaining power to choose any one of them, है ना? For example, क्या होता है? If there is any queue outside the one outlet, if the customer find the long queue outside the outlet, then they move toward the other outlet also, है ना? मान लो उसको लगता है यहाँ पे बहुत क्यू है और सेम टाइप ऑफ क्वालिटी प्रोडक्ट विद द सेम प्राइस अवेलेबल इन दी अदर आउटलेट, then they can easily move toward to the other outlet. Okay, तो ये हो जाती है bargaining power of buyer high for the fast food industry. Similar, we can take the when the bargaining power of suppliers are high for the fast food product industry. What are the raw material we require generally? The dairy product or the bakery product. Huh? So if there are low determinant of the low suppliers, then bargaining power here is the lack of differentiation among the supplier products. So this is an advantage for the fast food outlet or chain. हम इसको ऐसा भी डिस्कस कर सकते हैं ना, if there are so many suppliers and when पहले तो ये डिस्कस कर लेते हैं when the supplier becomes a threat to the fast food industry, when there are few suppliers exist in the market. If we talk about in terms of quality, because for the fast food product industry, quality is very important. Customer never compromise with the quality of the food product. So if there are few suppliers available, then it become a threat to the organization. And if there are so many suppliers with differentiation features for the raw material, then it become advantage for the fast food industry. Then competitive rivalry among the competitors. The industry is a chock-a-block with competition. There are many, so many brands or the restaurant chain available in the market. For example, McDonald's, Domino's and all. So the determinants of the high competition is the high number of eateries selling quality product. The situation is a disadvantage to the fast food. Means if there are so many competitors available in the market, so it raises the same level of competition always in the market. Okay. Next one, the threat of substitute product. ये तो बहुत होता है. You are going to eat a burger. If you do not find a burger in the restaurant, then there are so many substitute available in the restaurant, in the form of sandwiches, pizzas and all. So fast food industry में तो बहुत होता है. There are so many substitute available in the market. It always create competition or threat to the fast food industry. तो जिस रेस्टोरेंट या रेस्टोरेंट चेन के पास so many substitute available हैं, वहाँ कस्टमर ज़्यादा जाता है. आप भी एंट्री करते समय अगर some are available only for the pizzas or only for the burger, then आप कहाँ जाना प्रेफर करेंगे? Where you find so many substitute or the varieties of the fast food available in the restaurant. तो ये तो एक थ्रेट है. So all these or the new entrant, one force is they are remaining. The threat of new entrant, always The determinant of the low threat of new entrant is the requirement of number of permission and the established product. Therefore, this is an advantage for the, क्योंकि अगर हम ब्रांड या जो रेस्टोरेंट चेन की बात करते हैं तो इट इज नॉट इजी फॉर द न्यू एंट्रेंट टू, अगर वहाँ पे बहुत सारे ब्रांड अवेलेबल हैं तो फॉर द न्यू एंट्रेंट इज नॉट इजी टू एस्टेब्लिश देयर ओन चेन इन सेम लोकेशन. Okay, so all this about the 5 forces which was defined by the Michael Porter, or generally organizations use लेती हैं for their industry analysis. So thank you so much.